Hello. Uh-oh. I'm not hearing the echo. Remove. Sorry. I know I set everything up right. Oh my. It's dead, sweetheart. All right. I thought I had everything prepared, sort of. I know I'm always going. How does everything sound? Hi, Tank. And hello, Mishi and Don. So great to have you guys here. We are outside because it is just absolutely gorgeous out here. It's not even hot. It's amazing. It's the middle of June and it's usually really hot, but it's not hot, which is great. So I'm going to play around with some ombre again today. I don't know how I set or look. It's a little bit of a shadow, and I think if I come closer, that's a little bit better. But I'm going to play around with ombre again. This is something that I can do it, but I want to perfect on it. I want to get even better at it. So today I have, and these will be given away. You guys, somebody out there will be winning these. Of course, they're bare right now, but I have 6 of these. These are each 50 grams of finger and weight cotton. I'm going to be dyeing in several different shades of. I did a poll, and it was a tie between green and blue. I'm going to go back to my page to see if either one of those ties have been broken. But the last I checked, it was a tie between green and blue. Maybe I should have done it a little bit sooner, but I couldn't really decide on a color, so I thought, well, I'm going to put it out there for the community, let you guys pick which one to do. And I gave you an option of red, blue, green, purple. Okay, blue has won. I see now we broke the tie. We were 43% blue and green. So blue will be, I brought up the blue and the green. So I've decided on alpine blue. Let me go back to my window where I can see you guys. Oh, thank you, Tank. Thank you. Okay. Oh, you decided your first cotton yarn. I would love to hear about that. If you want to maybe type in some details in the chat. How did it turn out? Have you rinsed it out yet? How did that turn out? What did you use? What kind of dye? What kind of, did you use any fixatives? I would love to hear about that if you want to type a little something in the chat box there for me. But I have, like I said, I have 650-gram hanks, and it is, well, I had the lady on the shelf do the math for me. It's a little over 1,600 yards. So it's enough to make something, a top, a nice shawl. You rinsed it and it's still vibrant. That is amazing. That's, if you do that, then you're good. You're score, because that's a really hard thing to do, because cotton is known. Thank you, Tank. I would really appreciate it. If anybody else can share this out wherever you can, Facebook, on your YouTube, wherever. Like, let everyone know that we are over here playing around with ombre, and this is going to be given away. But I will give the keyword during this live. I'm only going for an hour today, so those of you that are watching the replay, it's not a whole lot you'll have to watch, but I will be giving out the keyword on this live, and I will want you guys to comment in the comment section after the live is over. And then probably, I'm thinking Sunday or Monday, I will do the drawing for these. Thank you, Dawn. I would appreciate that. Thank you very much. So what I will do is I'm going to put probably a 2%, since I have 6 hanks. I don't do all the fancy math like Thrift does, but and Rebecca and probably many others. But I'm going to do just a 2%, and with each hank, yeah, I'll dip this in, let it sit for a couple minutes, and then I'll take it out and then go to the next one and the next one. I do know for a fact Yes, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Melissa Sowers Reed on Facebook. The link is down below in the description box. My Facebook link. If we're not already friends, go down there and friend request me, and I'll accept. And I would love to see. I would love to hear all the details because it's just so much fun, and I just love talking about just adventures in dyeing whatever. I mean, whatever fiber, whatever technique. Just it's so much fun and it's so exciting. But I'm gonna start with 2% and let that soak. And each one I'll take out. I'm hoping that it will be a little bit lighter. I know for a fact that it will get lighter, but the my big experiment is what percentage do we need to start with? And a couple weeks ago, I dyed some finger and away wool that Bridget won, and I had tried to do ombre with dipping it into a pot, let it sit for a couple of minutes, dipping it a little bit further, and it did have a slight little ombre to it, but not near as much as I had hoped for. Hello, Donna. First time being here. Wonderful. I'm so glad to have you. Oh, thank you so much, Tank. And there you know, what do you know? There is Bridget in the chat. I was just mentioning you. I'm trying ombre again today, but it's on cotton this time. But thank you so much, Tank, for that super chat. That is so nice of you. I don't have my little fancy song loaded up. I was rushing around. I plan these lives in advance. Let me get this soaking. Actually, I need to get them all soaking. I plan these lives, like I think about it throughout the week and I get lots of ideas, but I don't actually come to a conclusion until either the night before or just a couple of hours before. It's crazy. And Regina, I missed you. You said hello. I'm saying hello back. Great to have you here. Yeah, it was still a very beautiful pink. Yes, it was. Absolutely. Awesome, Dawn. Thank you. I think I have everything muted right now, but I will definitely check that out. If I have time during, I can. Right now, I just want to get these in here soaking. I'll go over and push them down a little bit further here shortly. But the real question is, what do you start off with as far as concentration? Um, I need to make note of this actually when I don't have paper with me, but I will remember this. I'm pretty sure. I'm starting off with a 2%. And if I don't get the change that I want, then I'll just have to decrease it down to 1%. But the real math behind it is you have to break down the percentage of the dye stock solution with the grams of yarn. And I have 650s, so I have 300 grams. I'm going to pull this chair out of the way. So technically, you have to consider all of that as well. Hello, friendly spider. A spider made its way to my tripod. Tiny little thing. All right, let me get these down in the solution, this is a saltwater solution with, I, I would say about 3 grams. It's, well, how much water is in here? I don't even know, to be honest with you. With the yarn, it goes up to 2 quarts. So it's probably about 1.5 quarts of salt water with about 3 grams of soda ash. So, and I got 2 tubs here so that I can take the others out. Put them here until it's their turn. So I'm going to go ahead, actually, now that I'm standing here, see if anyone else has come in yet. Okay, wonderful. So let me go ahead and get started on these. I'm going to wring out the ones I'm not going to dye yet. I want to make sure I get all the water out. Or, most of the water out. Let me try it a little quicker way here. Oh yeah, I was saying earlier, I do know that this does soak up yarn because a while back I had did a dye job for a lady, um, Tuckalate Yarns. I'm not sure if she's still doing anything. Great channel. I mean, she was just starting off when she ordered off of me, but I wanted, or she wanted, the background of her yarn to be pink, and then darker shades of pink speckles on top of it. So here I am. I've got a big bucket, and she ordered a lot. So I got a big bucket of pink dye, and I'm just dipping them all in the pink one by one. And I noticed that as I got towards the end of the yarn, the last ones I had dipped were a lighter shade than the first ones I had dipped. I can't remember exactly how many she ordered. That would matter too, because once again, it goes back to the stock solution percentage versus the grams, how many grams of yarn it is. But it did significantly change. So I do know that it does absorb the color just like wool does. So my next thing is, if this doesn't work out, then that would just simply mean that I probably have to add more water. Like after I dip the first one, add more water to the next one to make it a weaker, percentage, and then just work my way down, keep adding to it after every hank. That would probably be what the next step would be. And that's what I like doing here with you guys. I like experimenting, and you guys can learn just like as I do, as I go along. So I can't see the comments right now, but I will be back to my computer shortly. I'm going to wring all these out, get the dye in here. And actually, I don't think I'm even really going to do it. If I were to do a percentage, let's see, this is quarts. See, I was about right. It's about 1.5 quarts, maybe 1.25. And that is liters. Okay, that's handy. So I guess that would be the equivalent of, it looks like it's about 1.25 liters, which would mean like 1,250 or 1,250 milliliters. So technically, if I were to do a 1% or 2% solution, either one, if I were to do a 1%, that would still be a lot of dye. Let me think here. That would be 5 scoops, 6 scoops. So I'm going to do a 0.5%, which will be 3 scoops. I don't want to go too strong because I already know that it will make it, and I'm opening up green. That's not the one we want. Okay. And my fingers are kind of, this is almost slimy, kind of. It's not really slimy, but it's almost kind of slippery when you mix the salt water with the soda ash. All right, so this will be a 0.5%, which will be 3 grams. I almost, if I hadn't gotten a winner, I would have figured out a way to do green and blue. But of course, it wouldn't have been that much of a difference between the ombres because it would be green and blue, 2 different variables. So I wouldn't be able to use the same water for all 6. It would be 3 for blue and 3 for green. Let's give this a stir. And I do have my little immersion blender on the way. I ordered it from Temu, so hopefully it's a good one. Pretty much everything. Not a whole lot of junk is there. I mean, you would think it would be, and you would almost expect things to be, but so far, most people have found lots of stuff. So here's to hoping that my immersion blender will do exactly what I need it to do. But until that comes in, we get to watch me stir a little longer. And I will be back to look at chat here shortly. I kind of feel like Rebecca when I do it like this. I like to see what you guys are saying, but even if it's just amongst yourself, I mean, just like to see what everybody's talking about, but I can't always do that if I'm doing this. And of course, a lot of people that do live, a lot of people that do lives like to make their content to where people that are watching the archives are still entertained. I mean, Yeah, you could most certainly sit there and talk to everybody that's in the chat. It's always fun to throw in other things as well, games and showing things, yarn and projects and whatnot. So, as a content creator, you try to make it to where there's always something interesting going on for both the live viewers and for the archive. Looks like I've got them all off the top. Start a little bit more to make sure the bottom is nice and dissolved. I hope I don't need a paper towel because I did not bring it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put a hank in here, let it be soaking, which I don't have gloves either, but we will just deal with it. So we're going to put this in here. Make sure it's good saturated. And I'm just going to, it doesn't really, most of the setting part of it results in heat and or time. Either one works. So it's not necessarily a thing of it has to sit in the dye for a certain amount of time. But just for the sake of this live, I'm going to let it sit for just a little bit before I come back and grab the next one. Plus, I'm kind of theorizing that perhaps it will soak up more dye if it sits for a while. Maybe it'll get bolder. Okay, I see Sherry is in the chat. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? I have not heard from Abigail yet, but as soon as I do, I will let you know. Okay, thank you. Tank says, if I win today, I'll have to keep it for myself. You have gifted so many other people. I think you deserve to keep it for yourself, Tank. Oh, and I see Joy has made it in. Hi, sweetheart. Great to see you. Let me see if I've missed any questions or anything. How do I reduce the size of my hanks? Each one is 750 yards. Is this the cotton you were talking about? Also, when you got your yarn, was it already in a hank, or did you have to hank it yourself? My yarn, I mean, yes, you can get yarn. Like Pima cotton is very popular, already hanked, and I know that. It's Knit Picks. You can buy cotton already hanked there. I personally hank all my yarn myself. They come in skeins, so I have to hank them myself. But if you need to reduce it down, you would just simply put it into a cake and then just weigh it out, or just split it up. If it doesn't matter what you split it up into, you just split it up. But for me personally, if I want to like take a 100-gram hank and break it down into 425s, I'll put it into a cake first. I'll put it on my scale, and then I'll wind off 25, then another 25, 50, 75, 100, like that. No, I haven't heard from her yet. I did send a text to that number you gave me. But if anybody sees, or if you see her, actually, Tank, you know what I need. Or Sherry, if you happen to see her somewhere, tell her to drop me an email. And there's Linda. It is an absolutely gorgeous day out here. That's why I'm out here. The bees are out here with me too. They like the hot weather. It's not really hot, but it's on the warm side. And there is our dear sweet Granny D. She just got in from mailing out a package. Thank you, Tank. Howdy do to all, she says. Well, howdy do to you too, Granny D. Okay, so I'm gonna let that sit. And there's Maritza. Hi, sweetheart. How are you doing? Hola. Okay, so undetermined amount of time. Let me move it around just a little bit here. I'm almost thinking about, I'm not going to wring it out. I'm definitely not going to be wringing this out, that's for sure. Because that will definitely make it lighter. Also, with my Timu order is my little external microphone or wireless microphone. So that'll be handy to have. The volume won't change any when I walk away from the computer. And of course, I mean, this would be different. It would suck up more if I had 100 grams, but I'm just doing 50s so that whoever wins this will actually get a decent. I mean, you'll have 650s, 650-gram hanks, so that will be a decent amount of yarn. And there's Trini. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? Good to see you. Doris, I don't think I seen you come in earlier. Hello to you as well. Sherry Knoll says that is a chore from skeins to hanks and then to cakes. You've done that with Kramer yarn that you have dyed. Nice. So you've dabbled into the dyeing as well. It's so much fun, isn't it? Oh, especially when you can just imagine something and make it. You can look around all day long to find what you're looking for, but to make it yourself is so satisfying. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and put this in the. Actually, I'm just gonna. Y'all won't see this, but I'm just gonna make a big mess, and it's gonna be fine because it'll all wash away. But I'm gonna raise this up, let it drip for a little bit right here, but then I'm gonna take it over here and latch it onto this chair. It'll wash off. We'll be fine. My husband will be like, "What in the world have you done now?" It'll be fine. Okay. And I really should have done something to label them. I'll just have to hang them in a different spot. I need to number them or something. And who's calling me? I forgot to. Oops, that would be my mother. Let me put my little thingy, my live streaming focus on. Okay. Whenever I get a phone call, it closes my browser. There we go. Oh, Wanda. Hi, Wanda. So good to see you. How are you doing today? I'm going to send you an email here shortly. Good news, of course. No bad news. Yeah, you know what? I can almost see a different color. But that could just be. But we're going to let that set. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to hang them on the back of that chair in order, left to right, because I've got this one hanging all the way to the left of the chair. That's what I'm going to do. That way I'll know what order I dyed them in and which one's supposed to be darker. Thank you, Tank. I actually like watching it as well. Watch not myself, but I watch thrusts to it, and I love any other time. Okay, her name's not coming to me, but she's Essence of Autumn. Yes, spring. I try to make it there. I make it to thrusts, but I don't always make it to springs. It's like by the time I think about it, well, I mean thrust goes for a while too. Yeah, it's like. But anyways, um, Essence of Autumn is another really soothing channel I like to watch. Dye yarn. She does awesome editing as well. She's so talented. But yes, watching someone dye yarn is quite satisfying. And there's our niecey. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? Yeah, Granny D says I love to dye with wool and Kool-Aid. And you have some to do. Just need to clear your table. Sweet. Yes, I made the baby a hat with Kool-Aid dyed yarn. I haven't washed it yet. That was the whole purpose of, yeah, a lot of my dyeing is experiments. Even the sock yarn that I dye that I claim is just for me, it's still technically an experiment. because I was testing. Oh my goodness, Bella and Janetta. Hello, thank you for coming in. It's so great to see you. Um, but I was testing. I wanted to see if wool dyed with Kool-Aid, if the Kool-Aid color, if the color would stay, if it would wash out, or if it's a pretty good resource to use for dyeing. And I never did wash it, but the head still fits her, so I mean it's not too late. Even if it didn't fit her, I would still keep it forever. Wanda says she's in a lot of traffic right now. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna scroll back just a little bit. Yes, it is a nice. I love this color of blue. This is the color I use this in Z's Yarn is Life colorway, and I also use it in Ola Joe's Deep Sea. Let's see. Let's go back just a little bit. I hit Spring's first thin threads. You're a mod on both. You're a mod everywhere, Tank. You're a wonderful mod. We appreciate you and love you so very much. And Nisi said she's doing chores, but I'm on speaker, so she can listen in. Wanda, I think I said you're good. You're in a lot of traffic. Maritza's dropping her link, and there is Spring's link that Tank has posted. Sherry says she has used Kool-Aid. Was good, but works best on superwash. Yeah, superwash does soak up color a lot more vibrant than regular unsuperwashed wool. That's true. Yeah, let's hope that this blue fades for us. If not, then that just means back to the drawing board. Like I said, a lot of my yarns are experiments, and that's what I love to do, because I like to figure out the best way to do things. And that's how I learn. That's how I've gotten to where I am. I would never have learned how to dye acrylic yarn without experimenting. If you were to watch any of my previous videos, they're actually very embarrassing. They're very embarrassing, but like I said, that's how I got where I'm at. I'm embarrassed to say this, but I used to dye, or I used to try to dye acrylic yarn with acrylic paint. No kidding. Crazy. It actually kind of worked, but it messed with the texture of the yarn too much. So it technically did not work good enough. Not you don't want hard spots in your yarn. So technically, no, that's not the way to go. So here we are with number 3. Let this sit for a little bit, just like the others. Too many variables to really come to any logical conclusion on this experiment, because I do have a 0.5%, but the time that they're sitting in there is different. And I'm not actually setting them as far as, heat or time, really. I will let them hang for a while. In fact, that could cause some ombre. Could cause ombre as well. Yeah, no gloves. See, I don't need gloves. Okay. Don't tell Sunita. It must be something to do with blue. Well, Sunita might watch my rebroadcast, replay, archive, whatever you want to call it. Thank you, Dee, for dropping Christina's link for us. Regina says she loves the jewel tones. Oh, and there's my dear Saf. Hi, sweetheart. How are you doing? So good to see you. Yep, we are playing with some ombre, maybe not. We'll find out. I wish you guys could actually see the ones that are hanging, because, well, can't really go by that. I was going to say it doesn't look any different, but can't really go by that. There's also the option of wringing it out, which I didn't break gloves, which is totally fine because I wasn't planning on wringing it out anyway, so that's fine. And there is Dawn Aaron's link. If anybody is not subscribed, there is her link. Head on over there and click that subscribe and the bell. We always got to remember to hit that bell too, so that anytime they upload, we see them all. We get notifications most of the time. Yeah. Sneeta's a sweetheart. She hooked me up in a giveaway she had. I was in shock when I opened. Oh, it jumped. When I opened the package, she sent me 7 of your hand dyed cotton. That is so awesome. That is awesome. Did I ever ask you what you got from her? She is such a sweetheart. Oh, Elizabeth is Mama Riz to the. She ended up in the hospital last night. Wrong insulin. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. Yes, please. Let's pray for Mama Riz, you guys. Tank says that she was given the wrong insulin. Had to go to the hospital for it. Yeah, Sunita's wonderful. Oh, that's a shame. So it's Elizabeth there. Mama Riz. I love nicknames. You guys that have nicknames on here. So cool. I mean, not just your regular channel names and whatnot, but people get nicknames. Like Tank, for example. We might say I love to crochet, but we know you're Tank. Okay. 3 more of these to do. Carry the whole thing over here. They might all be the same. And if so, that's totally fine too. Like I said, we just go back to the drawing board. And I'm kind of thinking perhaps the diluting is what I need to do. I've done that before as well. I'm not sure if I did a video on it. I mean, there's a lot of ways to do ombre, and of course, there's lots of ways you can experiment too. This would be an easy way to do it if it worked. I'm not totally sure that it will, but like I said, be watching for a video. Even if I have it done before Sunday or Monday, I will put the video up. Yes, Elizabeth Erin crochets. Okay. Yes, let's remember her in prayer, please. Um, even if I'm done by Sunday or Monday, I'm going to put the video, and there is our Jaxie May skirting in. Sorry, I'm tardy. Been climbing trees and hiding in the bushes. Totally fine. I appreciate you no matter what you're doing. We love you very much, Jaxie May. So, Sunday or Monday, I will post a video of the results of this yarn. And that's when I will also do a drawing for who wins them. For those of you that weren't here earlier, these will be given away, no matter what they look like, whether they're ombre or whether they're solid. It is a total of 300 grams of fingering weight cotton. And I'm shooting for ombre, but if not, it doesn't matter. They're going to be blue. I did a little poll on my channel between a couple different colors, and blue won. So that's why I'm doing blue today. I thought I'd let you guys choose. But this will be the video. I haven't given the keyword out yet, so I don't even know what it is yet, honestly. But this will be the video that I want you guys to comment on, and then I will choose the winner either Sunday or Monday. I don't, maybe I'll come up with a more determined time for sure, but for right now, I'm just saying Sunday or Monday. I might just go with Monday. Yeah. Yeah, even you, Saf. It doesn't matter where you're at. This is anywhere in the world, as long as, you know, all that, all the stuff. But But yeah, we'll just go with Monday. I'll do the draw on Monday. That'll give an extra day. Um, but there's 300 grams, so the lady on the shelf done the math for me, and it's a little over 1,600 yards. So it's a pretty decent amount. Yeah, that would look nice. Patriotic. Jack says that blue needs a little more red in it. Just say it. Oh, okay, wonderful. Okay, okay, Tank. Tank wants to pick the secret word. I'm all for it, Tank. What you got? What should be our secret word? We'll go ahead and put it out there, but I want it to be in the comment section after the video is over. And I like throwing these in there, not at the halfway point, not at the end, just wherever during the live. And it's only going to be an hour live, so anybody that's watching on archive, fathers, brilliant, brilliant for Father's Day. There you go, Tank. Um, I'm going to make this case sensitive, guys, because, well, long story. Let's do it all in lowercase. I'm going to just type it in here, but no parenthesis. I mean, parenthesis. Yeah, no parenthesis either. No apostrophes, no capital letters. After this live is over, go to the chat section and type in fathers. And that is the keyword to win these 6 tanks of 50-gram cotton fingering yarn. Let's see. Yay, baby. His name is No Frog Zone Freddy. Frederick McFrogger. I had to read that out loud. That's just too cute to not. So let me back up a little bit. Sherry says, Jax, I actually have one of your frogs with a hat on stickers on my Yarn Swift base. Okay, Sunita sent in a package to me and I repurposed it. That's cute. Frederick McFroggerton. There you go, Sherry. Now you know his name. So every time you are caking yarn, hi, Frederick. That's so cute. Oh, I'm sorry, Sherry. Yes, both gone and here. It's a good day to honor our fathers and of course our mothers in May, and of course our fathers and mothers are those they're all year round, of course, but it's nice to have a special day whether they're here or gone to remember them by. Yeah, big name for a little frog, says Linda. Oh, Tank says hers passed away in 91. It doesn't get any easier. My mom lost hers when she was pregnant with me. He died 3 months before I was born, and she still talks about it. Of course, she was the baby and the only girl, so she got spoiled, especially by her dad. Okay, let me see. Let's take this over here and hang this one up. But yes, after the video is over, I'll remind you again before we leave. But let's make sure we remember to go comment fathers, all lowercase. The reason I say that I think it might have been Ombré. Oh, I done the drawing on on the video. I think it might have been the word ombre, but I had said, type it like this, and then I had some with and without the little apostrophe above the E, and it only counted, it was case sensitive, the comment picker that I used. So it didn't include them all, so I just made it to where it didn't matter what you said. So that's why I want to do case sensitive, all lowercase, no apostrophes. This was a little bit. That's okay. I'm not going to stick my fingers in there right now. Okay. I don't want to do it. Got 2 more to do. So I'm going to assume that I'm going back to the drawing board on this because it doesn't seem, unless the first one and the last one are really different. doesn't seem like I'm making a whole lot of difference with these. Totally fine though. Still pretty. I love this shade of blue. It's Alpine blue. For those who didn't catch that. That's one thing that I really appreciate about Dharma fiber reactive dyes is that they have a lot more colors than acid does. A lot more. And yeah, you can make colors, and I do. Y'all know I do that a lot. But the fiber reactive, I don't know exactly how many more. If this was a regular video and I was editing, I would pop it up on the screen. But I can't because I'm not. But there's a lot more options with cotton. Let me see. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen you in forever, Ray. How have you been? I love you. It's so good to see you here. I was actually just talking about you the other day. Well, Gypsy actually. Me and Kirsten were. Okay. Yeah. Thank you also to all my members. I mean, Nightbot's doing that for me, but um, I want to thank you all that have decided to jump into the CIA family, and I gotta give props to Jaxie May for that name. She's the one that gave me the CIA name, and I like it. And I put the little dots in between, so it's not confused for any other government alphabet agency. But yes, thank you to all of my CIA family that have joined in. I try to put at least a little bit of extra content in. Jaxie, oh, well, thank you, sweetheart. So all of my members, as you can see up on the screen here, my Nightbot will put your links up. I have Nightbot do that for me. And I have some emojis. I need to make some more and add it to the thing, but I don't know if anybody uses them because it doesn't show up on StreamYard. I would have to actually open up my other. Exactly, Sherry. They might think that I'm onto them or something. Regina says she's leaving early in the morning to get to stepmom's burial. Oh, goodness. Not looking forward to it. It'll be the second wife you've watched your dad bury. Oh, my goodness. Yay, Tank. You know what, Tank? I'm going to open up my channel just so I can go see that. Because I want to see if it worked. Got to make sure. Yeah, I think my volume's all the way down. Yay, they worked. Yay. I've got lots more. I've already made a bunch more. I just got to upload them. Yay. I'm so happy to see that it worked. I can just pause my video. I don't need to. Awesome. Hello, Antoinette. Great to see you. Oh, Jaxie, you're a sweetheart. Okay, we'll go back to my StreamYard. Say this right. Oh, well, have any of you seen the Las Vegas videos of the family that had a UFO? Interesting. They are actually starting to release a little bit of that now. Kind of have to. We're on to them. We've been on to them for a while. They just haven't admitted it until recently. You can only get so many whistleblowers until people start getting a little bit more suspicious. And there is my sweet, sweet friend, Saf. If anybody is not subscribed to her, you need to do that, please. Nightbot has dropped her link. She's amazing. She's beautiful. She's talented. And I love her a lot. And she's a wonderful sister in Christ. Love you, Saf. Oh, I'm flipping tabs everywhere here. Okay, what were you on time? 3:47. We're doing pretty good. It just happened. It just happened recently, or they recently crashed, and they claimed they had 8 to 10 foot beings in their backyard. All this in their backyard. Cool. All this happened in the last week. Hello, Jennifer. Oh my gosh, Thrift sent you, huh? That's awesome. Thank you so much for coming over. I love Thrift. She's awesome. We're good friends, and we just love talking about dyeing yarn. Yay, Tank just threw yarn in your window, Saf. She thought she was subscribed, but she wasn't, but now she is. Yeah, Jennifer, I am trying to do some ombre on some cotton today. I do a lot of experiments. Well, kind of like we all do. We all experiment. Um, I do. I'd probably do a lot more cotton and acrylic than I do wool. Wool is actually the easiest to do, but I like experimenting and learning new things. So I'm playing around with some cotton today, and sometimes I have acrylic up here that I'm dyeing, trying new techniques with, whatever. So yes, if you're not subscribed, I would appreciate if you did. That would be awesome. You don't have to, but if you want to. Okay, let me take this one out and put the other one in. I have no determined amount of time I'm putting them in, which that would be just too complicated for me. I just want to have fun with it. If it works, which I don't think it's working, which is totally fine because that's what experiments are for. But if it works, then I will tweak it up and come up with an actual time. But for now, we're just playing around, just winging it. Let's see, Antoinette says, Regina thinks it was me who the post office people stole my winnings. Oh no. And Granny D says, I love all your yarn, but love how vibrant the colors are in wool. Yeah. Yeah, you can't really, well, you can. Certain colors do better on acrylic than others. Usually the bold jewel tones, the darker colors do best on acrylic. You can get pastel, but your pastel is not really supposed to be that bright anyways. Oh, thank you very much, Jennifer. Yes, Tank. Yours are amazing. I need an update, by the way. How's that shawl coming along? Just saying. Okay, let's take this one out and put the last one in. And what I'm doing here, Jennifer, since you just got here, is I have a 0.5%. Well, this is all the sciencey stuff, but a 0.5% solution, dye stock solution of fiber reactive dye in this tub right here. And I have 650-gram hanks of finger and weight cotton yarn that I'm just dipping in here, letting them soak for a little bit. And I'm hoping that at least maybe this hank here, which is the last one, will be a little bit lighter than the first one. But these will be given away. I do this a lot in my lives too. If I don't have any particular reason why I'm dyeing the yarns, I'm just experimenting. A lot of times I will just give them away. And in today's live, these will be given away. I'll do the drawing on Monday. And after the live is over, anyone that goes to the comment section and uses the word fathers in lowercase, no apostrophe, just FATHERS, will get an entry into winning this yarn. And it's for anywhere. And this does look lighter. I'm telling you guys. I don't know if you can see it, but the thing about daylight, like doing this outside, is you couldn't get better lighting. This is the best lighting possible. But it looks like I used just the right amount of water. I mean, look at that. It's perfect. If I had another hank, no, I don't think it would. No, I'm pretty sure it would not. Sorry about that. Sorry. Pretty sure it would not soak it up if I had another one. That does look lighter. Don't know. We'll find out. And I haven't decided. I'll think about it after I'm done. If I'm going to heat set this, there are 2 ways to set cotton: heat set and time set. If you time set, you're going to look at least 36 hours, but I've found that 48, at least 48 is better. Or I can heat set it in the oven. Oh, Nisa says she's tired. Let me scroll back a little bit, see what else I might have missed. But I also heat set. Uh, I heat set cotton. I've never done it in the microwave yet. Of course, I will eventually. Um, but cotton I usually do in the oven. Acrylic depends on how I'm doing it. I'll do it either in the oven or the microwave. But I haven't decided if I'm going to heat set these or just let them hang and just, time set. You can do either way. And I've done an experiment, and it doesn't matter which way you do. I've done a 48-hour time set versus the regular heat set in the oven, and identical. Well, to the naked eye, I mean, it looked the same. Everybody online agreed it looked the same. Wait, somebody said Missy. I didn't scroll back far enough. There's Missy. Just in the nick of time, making 6 for the police department in High Springs for July. What did I miss? Oh, probably. Okay, wait. There's Missy again. I hate when I have to walk away. I hate when I have to do that, but that's okay. I'll just scroll back. Okay. Yep, okay. There's where Tank said mine are beautiful. Seth said, Antoinette, that stinks that she had her winnings stolen. Oof. So Sherry says, I bought some acid dye. I haven't tried them yet. I found out that wool with acrylic doesn't hold Kool-Aid or food coloring well. Wool with acrylic. Oh, yeah. Acrylic, anytime you have any, I had but one type of yarn, and I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. If you really want to know, let me know. Email me and I'll let you know. But it was about 40% acrylic, I think. I think it was 60 60 wool. It wasn't superwash. 60 wool and 40 acrylic. And I used acid dye on that, and it was muted. I mean, it was still pretty. It was very nice, but it was muted. So, and this was early on in my experimenting, so I'm thinking that it would have been best to use the basic dye, because basic dye dyes everything, including acrylic. So that's probably why Kool-Aid doesn't work with an acrylic blend, wool acrylic blend. Nana's Crafty Corner. Donna says, I have been part of your family for about 6 or 7 months. I just haven't gotten to see you until today. I'd rather be outside when it's nice, but with all this rain, I'm stuck inside and catching up. Well, we need rain. Send it this way. I have to water my plants every single day, sometimes twice a day if it's really hot. But my tomatoes are doing really okay. Orientation, they're right there. There they are. I'm using this lattice work back here, or whatever you call that, to tie it to this year. I had it way down there last year, but I know you're supposed to rotate it. I don't know if that matters, but that's where they are. And Tank has put herself in timeout until the poncho's done. Regina says, yes, I remember that. You must speak to the postmaster. It's his or her job to find out what happened in his post office. Well, how about our package, Jax? That never made it to you either, did it? Jaxie May had a package from me one time that, who knows where the yarn went. I hate that too. I mean, it'd be different. I know Reggie J Hook Crochet had placed an order a while back, and it took forever. I don't know, but it went to Jamaica for a while, and I don't know why, but it took forever to get to her, and I was so panic stricken. But it eventually made it to her. So I thought, okay, if it can make it, and she was still in Germany at the time. I'm like, if it can make it to Germany, then this package will eventually make it to Jaxie, but it never did, unfortunately. Jack says she always pays extra dollars to insure all of her shipments. Um, let's see, Sherry. It happened somewhere between D and me. I'm in Louisiana. AC, hope you can get a nap. Says Granny D. Sherry says, hello, Miss C. Glad to hear your tails arrived safe. Sweet. Let's go. Talking to each other. Nisa says she's going to sit down for an hour before she gets back up to do some more pre-trip chores. Most of them are done, except packing. How fun. I love getting ready for a trip. Yeah, it sucks when you pay to get packages delivered and you have crooks working where they make good money. And I have shipped packages from Florida got ripped off big time. She's in Virginia, Jennifer. Oh, yes. Yep. Wasn't sure if you were talking about me, but yep. And we desperately need rain. We had a little, actually, it's calling for a lot of rain this weekend. I seen a video that Jeannie had posted of a bad storm down her way. Maybe that's what's headed this way. I don't know, but oh wow. Sherry says she just want to give away from the Netherlands, from Stein. Interesting. Regina says our mail lady refuses to deliver our mail now because the bump is too big by our mailbox. Oh no. I don't see how they can do that. They're expecting you to fix it, I reckon. Oh goodness, you guys are wearing heavy sweaters. Jackson, Jennifer. It's hot as Hades in Louisiana. I think we've got like 80. I seen 83 on my car about 1 o'clock, which is nothing compared. And this is the middle of June. We should be definitely 90s, but I'm totally fine with it. Totally fine with it. Not a problem at all. What time are we looking at? I'm not even watching the clock. 3:59, right on the dot. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this one out and hang it up, and then I'll come back and recap real quick, and then we will say adieu. Not I do, but adieu. Drippy, drippy, drippy. I'm not gonna get in trouble because it'll wash away. You know what? That is lighter. Yeah. I wish I could show you guys, but it's a mess over there. My gardening stuff, and yeah. Besides, you see this porch? It's all blue. Okay, Sharon says, right, Grady D, and the price they charged to deliver it. I had a Hirschner's order $300 that got lost by UPS. No. 2 boxes. One was 7 pounds, and they lost a 25-pound box. Oh, gosh. Man, that just stinks. Okay, guys, this makes me want to try yarn dyeing. The blue is so pretty. It is so much fun. I love doing this so much. Actually, it looks like the blue that's in your background there, Mishi. Okay, guys, now don't forget when this video ends, go to the comment section and once again, type word father, like I had right there. Just the word, or you can use it in a sentence. Happy Father's Day, whatever like that. And then Monday, I don't know what time, just do it, by Monday. Monday, I will do the drawing. We'll see who wins, and good luck. And we'll also get to see if it's ombre or not. I do see a little bit of difference. So let's hope that it is. Okay, guys, I so enjoyed hanging out with you guys, and I'm glad you all came over and watched me experiment. And I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your day. I'll catch you guys later, and may God bless you all. Bye, guys. Love you. Mwah. Oops.